When you begin your journey into consciousness, something deep within you shifts. It's subtle at first, barely noticeable, like a whisper in the vast silence of the night, calling your name from somewhere deep within your soul. It's an invitation, mysterious, enticing, impossible to ignore. This inner calling marks the first stage of your awakening, an initiation into a world that transcends the limits of your previous existence. This first stage is characterized by questioning. Suddenly, the things you once accepted without thought start feeling incomplete, hollow even. You look around at your life, the routines, the possessions, the societal scripts you've been handed, and a profound restlessness stirs inside. You find yourself asking, is this really all there is? This is more than mere curiosity. It's an insatiable hunger for deeper meaning, a thirst that material achievements and external validations can no longer satisfy. People around you might think you're going through a crisis, an existential episode triggered by life changes or sudden insights, but you know better. You recognize that it's an awakening, a subtle yet undeniable pull towards something far greater than your everyday reality. Your perspective begins to shift dramatically. The things that once seemed so important, the goals, the milestones society praised you for achieving, slowly lose their luster. You now view these external markers of success through a new lens, one of detachment and deeper introspection. As you continue to question, you naturally drift into the second stage of consciousness, characterized by exploration. Here you find yourself drawn to spiritual teachings, ancient wisdom, metaphysical concepts, and practices designed to expand your consciousness. You delve into philosophies, study the works of great mystics and spiritual leaders, and find yourself deeply resonating with their words. Names like Rumi, Eckhart Tolle, Nisargadatta Maharaj, Neville Goddard, and Carl Jung become familiar companions on your path. During this stage, synchronicities begin to appear with startling frequency, guiding you gently along your path. You start noticing repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, and people who enter your life with uncanny timing, each carrying important messages or lessons. You realize nothing is accidental, and every experience is precisely orchestrated to support your spiritual growth. Yet, alongside the excitement and discoveries, challenges arise. Old wounds resurface, unhealed traumas demand your attention, and outdated beliefs clash violently with your evolving understanding of reality. This is not merely an intellectual exercise. It's deeply emotional and profoundly transformative. You encounter periods of confusion and uncertainty as you wrestle with contradictions between what you've been taught and what you now intuitively feel to be true. Eventually, your exploration guides you into the third stage of consciousness, purification and healing. This stage demands courage, vulnerability, and absolute honesty. It's here you confront your shadow self, those parts you've hidden away out of fear, shame, or societal conditioning. You learn that true awakening requires integration of all aspects of yourself, the good, the bad, the shadow, and the light. In this transformative phase, you embrace healing modalities like meditation, shadow work, breath work, and emotional release. You release attachments to past hurts, forgive those who've wronged you, and most importantly, forgive yourself. Every release brings a sense of liberation. Every healed wound expands your capacity to love and experience joy. You're slowly but surely shedding layers of illusion, peeling back the masks you once wore so comfortably. As purification deepens, you inevitably progress into the fourth stage of consciousness, illumination. This is marked by profound revelations and spiritual insights that radically shift your understanding of yourself and the universe. Here, you begin experiencing moments of intense clarity, where the interconnectedness of all life becomes not just a concept, but a vivid, undeniable reality. The boundaries between you and the external world blur, giving rise to experiences of unity consciousness. You see through the illusions of separation, recognizing that every person, animal, plant, and even the earth itself shares a profound energetic connection. Compassion grows naturally from this realization. You begin relating differently to others, understanding their struggles as extensions of your own. Your heart expands, guiding you to live with deeper kindness, authenticity, and purpose. In this illuminated state, your intuition heightens significantly. You effortlessly perceive truths that previously eluded you. Decisions become intuitive and spontaneous, guided by inner wisdom rather than external influences. You're no longer swayed by societal expectations or judgments. Your path becomes uniquely your own, carved out by the unwavering guidance of your awakened heart. As your consciousness expands further, you enter the fifth stage, surrender. At this point, The ego's grip on your identity and reality loosens profoundly. You understand deeply that controlling life is not only futile but also unnecessary. Trusting the universe becomes second nature. You surrender completely to the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds exactly as it should, in perfect timing and harmony. In surrender, profound peace envelops you. Anxiety and fear diminish significantly, replaced by a deep-seated calmness, a knowingness that all is well, regardless of external circumstances. Life becomes effortless as you cease striving and instead allow yourself to be carried by the currents of universal intelligence. This doesn't mean you become passive. Rather, you become aligned and effortlessly productive. Your actions are divinely inspired rather than ego-driven. Finally, you reach the sixth stage of consciousness, unity. Here, the illusion of separation dissolves completely, replaced by a permanent and unshakable awareness of oneness with all that is. In this advanced stage, your experience of reality is fundamentally transformed. You realize you are not just connected to the universe, you are the universe experiencing itself through a human form. There is no longer any sense of a personal self isolated from others. Instead, you see yourself reflected everywhere, in everything. In unity consciousness, love ceases to be an emotion you feel occasionally. It becomes your natural state of being. You live in a perpetual state of unconditional love and deep compassion, effortlessly radiating this energy outwards. Every interaction, even the most mundane, is imbued with profound meaning and spiritual significance. You witness miracles regularly, because your perception is finely tuned to the subtle workings of universal energy. This stage doesn't mean life becomes free of challenges. Rather, you meet every experience, pleasant or painful, with grace, equanimity, and an unwavering awareness of your infinite nature. Suffering no longer holds power over you because you've transcended identification with the ego. You exist simultaneously in the physical world and beyond it, seamlessly integrating human experiences with spiritual wisdom. Your journey through these 6 stages is unique and personal. There's no fixed timeline, no checklist to complete. It unfolds naturally, guided by your inner wisdom, courage, and relentless commitment to truth. Each stage brings you closer to the ultimate realization, that consciousness itself is infinite, boundless, and eternally evolving. Remember, you are not merely a human being on a spiritual journey. You are spirit itself, exploring the boundless potential of human experience. Embrace each stage fully, trust the unfolding, and know deeply within your heart that the journey itself is your greatest awakening.